We are going to work on some more math today. We are going to practice adding two-digit numbers when the numbers in the ones place add up to more than 10. We started doing this last week, and we're just going to continue doing it some more so we get some more practice at it. All right, so a problem that I have here for you right now is 19 plus 15. So what we did last week was we looked at the smaller number first, and we took a 10 out of one of those numbers. And then we're going to add something else. So we're going to do 10 and 5. Because I know that 10 and 5 add up to make 15. Those are my parts, and we're going to make that to make our whole of 15. And 10 is an easy number, so I chose to pull that out. And now we need to make our number sentences. The one number that we haven't touched yet, haven't made a number bond out of, is 19. So I'm going to take my 19 and I'm going to start my number sentence. 19 plus, and I know that 10 is going to be an easy number to add to, so I am going to use that first. 19 plus 10 equals 29. Because I know if I added 10 more, I would get 29. Remember last week, if we needed to use our pictures, we could. That is perfectly acceptable. All right, so then I bring my 29 down here that we have the 10, and the one number that we haven't looked at yet in our number bond is 5. So I'm going to put 29 plus 5, but 5 seems a little big and a little hard to work with right now. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to make a number bond out of 5. I know that 1 plus 4 equals 5, so I'm going to make a 1 and a 4. And I also know that 1 plus 9 is going to be easy to do. So I look at the 29 also, and I know that I only need one more. So that's also why I'm going to choose 1, because I know that that's going to make that easy. So I know 29 plus 1 is 30. And then if I add 4 more to my 30, that is going to make 34. All right, so now I know that 29 plus 5 is 34. And that is going to be our answer up here as well. So you can break down based on the numbers around you to help make the problem a little easier. You can do that while using the tens, or you can do that up here during this number bond as well, and we are going to practice doing that right now with the same problem. All right, so let's take a look at 19 plus 15 again. So you can do it the way we just did it, and that will get you your answer. And some people really like working with the tens, so that's a good way to do it. But this is another way that we can also go about this. So when I'm looking at 19 plus 15, I know that I only am going to need 1 to get to 20. So instead of choosing 10 and 5, I could choose 1 and 14. That's another way that I could go about it. And then when I go to make my number sentences, I can do 19 plus 1. And I know that 19 plus 1 is going to be 20. And I carry my 20 down here. And I know that the one number that I haven't used yet in my number bond is going to be 14. So I'm going to bring my 14 down here as well. Now this is where you could find it maybe easier or trickier than using the tens earlier. So I have 20, which gives me an even 10, an even 0. I don't have anything in the ones place to mess with. So when I add the 4, that's going to stay the same. So that makes it a little easier once you get to this point. Unless you like having the 10 before and then making the number bond. That works too. Either way, there are some things that are going to be easy and some things that are going to, like for some people, adding two-digit numbers might be a little more challenging. So that's fine, and you can go ahead and do the one that we did before as well. It's up to you, whatever kind of makes you feel more comfortable. So I know that if I added this 10 to this 10, it's going to give me three groups of 10 to give me 30. And then if I add 0 ones to 4 ones, that's going to stay the same. It's going to be 4. And that gives me 34, which is the same answer that we got before. So that's 2 different ways that you can use to kind of get the same answer. Both ways you're making a number bond, and both ways you're kind of breaking it down so that the problem is easier to do. It's up to you which way you like better. In small groups, we're going to be working more on these types of problems this week. So make sure that you are looking for when your small group time is going to be. I have it posted in the schedule that I posted for this week. I sent everybody an individual message tonight, and I will be texting people throughout the week to remind them when their small group time is. If you can make it, please come so we can be working on these math problems together. If you can't, please let me know. I would love to switch your time that I have you scheduled for, so that way we can make a time that's easier for you. All right. If you have questions, please let me know. We'll talk soon. Love and miss you. Bye.